Hey everyone, welcome back to the same level as we did last time. Hold on, pretty star not found, blah blah blah, Robo King. So we're gonna try and do that one a little bit faster than last time. I hope I can get this one done. Yeah. So I guess this time we got another 12 minutes to kill, blah blah blah, I don't care. So we got another 12 minutes to kill. First of all, I wanna stay away from down there. I have an idea of what I can pick up, so I'm gonna get all this stuff around here, and then I'm gonna go head straight for that, I'm gonna go head straight for the, whatchamacallit, the, oh god, the, King's Heart. That is what it is called. So, I've been thinking a bit, and it's always actually kind of hard for me to think of what I want to talk about every episode I do of this, because I always have something. Go! Yeah, this is such a waste of time down here, wow. I know it's probably weird, but I always have a difficult time thinking of what to talk about. Which is weird, because I can get into an episode and just be playing a random game, and then out pops something I want to talk about. And it's terrible, because sometimes I just cannot do it, and it's so weird, and I do not understand why that happens, and it's so, oh boy, you know, something tells me this one isn't gonna work out, this go around, because we needed that. Is there a way to restart it? Okay, I just want to restart, just because I feel like we didn't get enough of this stuff in the beginning. We need to get more, like all the stuff we did before. So, like what I was saying, so I always have a hard time thinking of what I want to talk about. And then either in the middle of the episode, something hits me, or maybe it's before the episode, is just a, wow, I really want to talk about that. Or a, maybe that would be interesting to talk about, because it's not just what I want to talk about, because obviously what I want to talk about is music and stuff that involves music. And obviously, I've talked about so much music that there's obviously people out there that are probably so insanely tired of me talking about music that they don't want to hear it anymore. So I try to meter things out. And last time I talked about doing the things that you love to do as just a thing to calm down and as a thing to just, I guess, enjoy. And I guess I can't stress that enough. And I guess I'm kind of going to continue on that topic as well as a little bit of other stuff. So I'm a sports guy. I mean, I started singing in a band and doing other stuff because I was prodded to by someone. And you know what? And it's crazy because I never thought I would do that. I'm a ice hockey player. So it's a hard and fast and rough sport. That's just the way it is, the way it'll always be. That will never change. Ice hockey will be ice hockey till the end of time. And I guess I do honestly love ice hockey because of that. Well, I really didn't get as much as I thought I was going to. And ice hockey is hard. It's not easy. I'm just going to call it hockey because that's what it is to me. Some people call it ice hockey. I never quite understood that. I mean, obviously there's field hockey and ice hockey, but you know, to me, it's one of them. So I'm just going to call it ice hockey. I mean, hockey. Ice hockey's hard, but and sometimes it can be so hard and so unrewarding where it doesn't feel like it's worth it. And that's the same, I've run into that with a lot of things, and I'm a very stubborn human being. There's a lot of things where it just doesn't feel like it's worth it, and I'm not happy with how things are going, or I'm not happy with the way something is going, or something isn't turning out in my favor, or it's just frustrating. And sometimes it's best just to grit your teeth and get through it. And I know that probably sounds weird, like, oh, what if something's bad? Like, you don't want to have to sit your way through that because that would be bad for you. And I mean, obviously, yes, that is 100% true. But at the same time, the effort that you put in and the effort that you portray and that you show will end up helping you. And I really, really mean that. It will end up helping you in such a major way. So this is the hard part of this, is getting through here and getting everything. Oh, I didn't even notice these up here. Come on, let me up. Yay. So, like I was mentioning, hockey. It's hard, it's taxing, and it's demanding. And you've got to give everything you've got, and then a little bit more. And I guess that's why I like it. I'm an all or nothing type of person. And I either want to put my entire effort into it, or I don't want to put anything, or I don't feel like it's worth it. Which can be very, very, I guess, detrimental to me at times, because there are times when I'm doing something and I don't feel like I will be able to do as much as I feel like I should do. And then just immediately it stops being as important to me. And that's terrible, because that shouldn't happen. Not with the stuff I'm doing. And I guess it's always, for me, that's something I need to work on. And it's, I guess, the best thing about doing things that you like, and I guess doing things that you love, is that you then know, if you're doing what you love, and you know what you love and why you love it and what makes you love it, it can help you, one, find other things that you might enjoy, and two, it can help you find things you need to work on. And working on the things that are important for you to work on is super important, because I mean, obviously not everyone has, I guess the biggest part about talking about this kind of stuff is not everyone deals with the same kind of issues. I mean, someone like me, who can be very brash and is terrible at being good at expressing my emotions through facial expressions. I basically completely do it through my voice. So if I'm quiet, I either look like I'm angry, or I just look like I have no emotions and I'm a heartless beast. So, that's fun. But what the difference is I've been working on that, trying to be a more approachable person. And just because there's something that you need to work on and something that you want to change, doesn't at all mean that it's a problem. Jumbo Men masks, sweet. So it doesn't, just because you're working on something, doesn't mean that that's bad. Because it's just a part of who you are. And going back to the whole hockey thing, I had a problem for a very long time in hockey where I just was like, you know what, I'm good enough, I don't need to try. And it happens every once in a while. Every once in a while there's a game or a practice where I just completely check out and I stop caring. Because it's you know what, this is as much as I'm going to be able to do, so who cares? And I get into the all or nothing type of thing, or I get stuck on a line with someone who I don't really feel can hold their own, and that frustrates me, because I don't feel like that should happen, or stuff like that. Over 1.5 centimeters, so you can head outside. So obviously, there's nothing you can do about that, and there's nothing you should do about it. I mean, it's just accepting other people, because you should do that. And that's an issue that I have, and I know I have that issue, so I know that I can work on it. And I guess that's important, just because I know what I have to, and because I know what I have to, I can then see those issues when they pop up, and hopefully either deal with them or don't. And I know I talk a lot about like yourself and making sure that you know who you are, but that is important, because sometimes an issue isn't really an issue. And that might sound weird, like, oh, if something's an issue, of course it's an issue. And I mean, I don't mean like big things. I don't mean like, oh, I like killing people and I need to work on that, but maybe it's not an issue. Obviously, that's a super ridiculous extreme. But it's still accurate to what I'm trying to say. Because let's say some people find, like, you have a laugh that you maybe don't like, or you have the way you talk, or things that you can't change and you couldn't change even if you wanted to. That kind of stuff. There's no point in trying to change that stuff. That's part of who you are. It's part of who makes you you, and part of what makes you tick. And that is super important to you, to your own personal identity. And you always want to stay true, I guess, to that identity. Because if and this isn't about, oh, don't lose your identity because that's terrible. No, that's not it at all. Because I mean, obviously, how people see themselves changes, and it's not always the same thing. And that's what's wonderful, is that things can change, and you know what? You don't always have to be the same thing. And that's the best part, is because, I mean, with hockey, going back to that, the times where I don't give myself, oh, that's what that bike guy was doing. Oh, he's a strong man. Back to all my teammates, all the ones where I'm maybe not putting in all the effort I could be, and I'm just, more people are doing more than I am, and I'm not putting in my fair share. So the response to that is, and then I couldn't turn around, and I don't want to try, because I'm worried that someone would not, people wouldn't be happy with me because I showed this before. And I guess the biggest part is that people don't care. And I don't mean that in a people don't care about you, so why should you even care? I mean that in a people want to see the best in you, and people are willing to look past these mistakes. And obviously, while that, oh my god, I'm stuck. While that's a really small mistake compared to what others could be, it's still there, and it still happens. Ooh, there's people down here. It still happens, and there's still things that there's still things that happen, and things that frustrate people. And there's truly, you can do your best to try to be the nicest person that you can be, someone that gets along with everyone, that everyone likes. But at the end of the day, there's always going to be someone that you don't agree with, or someone that you feel just doesn't like you no matter what you do. And you know what? You don't have to please those people. And as a person, I'm always trying to make sure that as many people around me are smiling as possible, because that's what I want people to do. I want people to smile and to be happy, and that's just who I am. I like to see people smile, and I guess that's what I know about myself, and I know that's intrinsic to who I am as a person. And I guess, wow, we're already low on time. At least I kind of have an idea what to do after this. And I know that's intrinsic to who I am as a human being. So I can focus on that if I'm sad or I'm worried about something, and I can be like, you know what? As long as I'm making someone happy somewhere, maybe I'm doing the right thing. And everyone has their own reasons to make them tick and to inspire them or to make them want to do different things. And that's what's so incredible, is that person A and person B don't have to be doing the same things at all. They never do. They can be their own unique people, and there's no problem with that. And I guess that's what's so amazing. Oh boy. So we did about as bad as the last time. Huh. That's fun. Can I get any of the houses in here? I can. Okay, I made it to 12, and I have 40 seconds this time versus something like 10. So that's nice. Let's go in here, see if we can't pick any of this stuff. Can I pick up the dragon building? Come on, give me the dragon building. Give me the dragon building. Or not, but I guess best part is, like I was saying, about the whole people don't care. People care about the best that you can do. And if you make a mistake or something goes wrong, it's not that people hold you and your character and the type of person that you are to it. It's more of that whether or not they mean it, people want to see the best in you. And if they're your friends and people that you trust and put your trust in, they obviously want to see the best in you. So I think we did pretty well. This is your biggest Katamari yet? No, it's not. And they want to see the best in you. So just, if you make that mistake, and let's say you're not trying your hardest on the ice, I know I kind of went off in a tangent, just turn around, wake up in the morning, make your bed, and go be the best person you can be, because no one will ever fault you for that. I hit my head on a balloon earlier. Is that good luck or bad? I can't tell. Analyzing size. Seems a little bigger. This is a bit on the light side. More of a paperweight than anything. Analyzing composition. Plants, partitions, and Japanese food. I see plants and partitions. Oh, and a touch of side dishes. I don't know why. Calculating score. 68. That's better. 68. Oh, that's sad. You should roll with more. Should I make them to star or stardust? So obviously, if I had like 30 seconds, I would have gotten everything. But you know what? We had a slow start in the beginning, and there's nothing we can do about that. So anyways, I know I'm gonna quit. So next time we'll do a new level. So thank you guys so much for watching. I apologize for getting a little rambly, but you know what? Nah, worth it. See you guys then. Bye.